Hey everybody, back again. I am talking about a couple different things here. I've got the new microphone, no more big giant microphone. I was happy with it, but the microphone, okay, how do I talk about the microphone in a way people... Okay, so the microphone, you get the big microphone. If you're looking directly at the top, the microphone doesn't pick you up. If you're off to the side, it doesn't pick you up. If you're off to the other side, it doesn't pick you up. If you're on the back, it doesn't pick you up. The microphone has to be standing straight up and down, and you have to be talking directly into the faceplate where the condenser is, and it's right in line with the label. And I didn't like that. I mean, it was horrible, and I had to adjust everything. I had to add all kinds of different things to it. This is the Movo GM5. USB gooseneck microphone. So far, it's doing great. It has a mute button, so I can be talking. And it's just, there's an actual mute button. It turns it on and off. I thought it would be like a clicky button, but it's a touchpad button. So, I mean, that's cool. And it's white. When it's white, it's working. When it's red, it's off. So you can actually tell when your microphone is turned off. I like that. It has a big sturdy base, has perfect reach. I mean, 8-9 inches away, it's picking up fine. I can turn and it still talk, and it's still picking me up. So I like that. Was it a little bit of extra money on the computer? Yeah, but that's par for the course. As you can see, I have this pulled up, the cholesterol test kit, CURO L5 digital meter, cholesterol, triglycerides, and glucose. I did my testing because, I've got family history of heart problems. I've got a family history of all kinds of, high cholesterol, diabetes, a whole bunch of stuff. Like, it's ridiculous. But when I went into the hospital for the multiple times that I went in, it all came down to high anxiety. Extremely high anxiety. Ridiculously high. But, they did blood work on me. They did a urine test. They tested everything they could and showed normal right down the list. Right now, I have pain in the chest, but that's because of poor posture. I've been doing a lot of crap lately outside, so I might have stressed a muscle right here, and it's literally like the pec muscle. So it is sore. My chest is sore, and when it's sore like that, I bring my shoulders in, and my shoulders collapse in onto the ribs, and then it causes all kinds of pain. So it's like I've got to remember to, stay broad, breathe, and I've got a pinched nerve in my elbow, which really doesn't help. So I have like pain in the arm and pain in the chest from that stuff. So that'll heal. But I got this so that I could test at home, and I was having a lot of issues. I was having a lot of issues with this machine. And of course, they don't give, any real information about the machine or how to use it. I mean, even the book that they send with is very poorly written. First thing you do when you get this machine, put the batteries in the back. Don't put them in the front. Don't put them on the side. Don't duct tape them to it. There's a little panel on the back. You put the 2 batteries in, and then you hold the power button down, and it'll pop up set. You set the date, the time. You set an alarm if you want to. You can set all these different things. And then you can set the MG and the liters or whatever on it. And once you set that, then you take your strip, you put your strip in, like one of there's a gray strip. You put the gray strip in, and you hold down the up and down. You hold down the up and down buttons, and it goes through a test. And it tests because, hey, don't start. She's not even near you. Damn dogs. There's a gray strip in the box, and you put it so that the little circles are facing down towards the little reader lights. Put that in. You hold the up and down arrows down at the same time. It goes through a test phase. It tests, and if there's an error, you have to call support and have them run you through how to fix the error. But that's where nowhere in the book does it say that you have to run that test first or put the thing in to make sure. It doesn't tell you that you have to set anything in the books. It doesn't say any of that. They say when you get it, you hold down the down arrow and it activates the RFID, and you hold the canister next to it. You literally hold put the strip in, hold the canister next to it. While pushing that button, it reads the RFID on the canister. And if the don't wait for it to say RF on here and then let go. You hold that, it says RF, and then it reads the code, and then it'll pop up a number. That number should match what's on the canister, because these canisters, see, like this, 559, the RFID, when it reads, it'll say 559 right here. Once it says that and the strip is in, it'll pop up the 3 dashes, and then it'll have a little test strip with a blood drop on it saying add your blood. When it comes to that, they give you these little plastic doodads in here and in your test strip things, and you're supposed to lance yourself with this damn thing, then take the little clear plastic things to collect blood, and then drop that blood on it using that. It works fine and dandy. But this thing, you have to have it set to a higher number. It won't work on if you've got calluses. I've got medical hands. I'm soft, I'm delicate, but I can still weld and work with tools. But I keep my hands nice, because with hands and feet, they are important. Without them, you go nowhere in life. You are stuck. I had to put it on 5. Just like 3 and 4, I got a little bit of blood, just a little bit. I mean, you literally had to like wring the blood to the surface to get it going. But on 5, I nailed my finger. I'm still feeling it. I still feel it. Nailed the finger. Blood's just coming out. Start on 3. See if you get some blood. Go to 4, and then if you're still struggling to get blood to come to the surface, switch it over to 5. Now, if you got, hands calloused like a badger's ass, switch it up to 6, because, I mean, at that point, just cut the finger off. But this thing, it's good. You get a whole bunch of lances. You get a whole bunch of test strips there. There's a little gray strip right there. That's your little testy strip to test the machine to see if it's operational. You put your glucose test on top through there. You put your glucose in that side, and your total cholesterol and your triglycerides go into here. And then there's a HDL. There's another strip that I still have to get that is all three dealios. Don't know where it is. Oh, there's those little lances, guys. But yeah, there's another one for the middle, and then there's because you do the triglycerides, and the top is your total cholesterol, and then they have the HDL, which I have to figure out where those are at, because I want to get those just to make sure, I mean, I can test everything then, test it all. But there's a lot of people that had a lot of complaints that it wasn't working or the readings were off. Readings are off because you're not using enough blood. Because if you just put it in there until it reads, you got to really feed this thing. It does give you a little pamphlet that tells you high and low percentages and this and that, and how off the numbers could be. But for a base test, it is good to have on hand. And I mean, it makes me feel better knowing that I have it. And once you understand the machine and its quirks, because these things, they have to be set up before you can start, but the videos, they're like, yeah, when you get your machine, just turn it on through this button and put this in and do this. And it's like, no, there's a lot more to it than that. So, test it, check the machine, make sure it works, set it, and then do step by step. I did my numbers, and I'm freaking happy because, let's see, cholesterol, normal. This is triglycerides, normal. Glucose, normal. And it's a good thing. Like, I've had pretty much every test run on me, and so far, so good. So I feel better. Now I just have to work on my anxiety, because, I have extreme anxiety, bouts of depression, and more. It's just, it is a pain for me, because it's like I've got ADHD, so trying to get my mind out of that, like, picture a bouncing ball. You're trying to focus on the bouncing ball, but a naked guy keeps running in front of you. Every time you look at the ball, he runs in front of you. That's what it's like to have ADHD. You're trying to focus, but something's constantly nagging at you, and then your focus is stuck on that, which, just keeps winding you up, and then you end up, high blood pressure, panics, and all this stuff. And, I do testing all the time, and, it's People should really monitor themselves, and every household should have this equipment. I've got a full EMS med bag, and I've got all kinds of machines for testing and making sure. One, it's my job, and two, I like to know how healthy I am. I like to know where I stand. That's just how it is. Waiting. Not sure if you guys will be able to see that. Yeah, you won't because the green screen, but 108/77, 88 pulse. I am in the green, and green on here is normal. Normal systolic and normal diastolic. So my pressures are good. I did have a horrible day the other day. Where is it? Okay, yeah. I like having the memories on here because should be coming up there. Yeah. I was fucked up. It's got that little range on the side here. I was having a really bad day, and I'm still trying to figure this thing out because I lost the little notebook that was in here on how to set the date and time and clear the memory. So, and we've had this thing for 10 years or so. It's still works like a champ. Just have no way of getting the book for it. But yeah, stay on top of your numbers. Watch your numbers. Check your. $130, and it comes with the full starter kit. Get yourself some other strips. Test yourself. Test your kids. Test and make sure. Hell, you got a kid that's going through something, and you test them out, and then you find out that they've got like high blood pressure. They've got high cholesterol. These things are things that you can take to your doctor. Be like, hey, I've got a home test kit, and he tested this number on this blood test, and he's going through issues, yada yada, and then it narrows things down. Also, there is a hold on, I'll grab them real quick. They're right over here. Yeah, got a whole stack of these anatomy books. These are quick study, academic. You can put these in a binder, 3-ring binder, and this one's the first aid deal. It's a refresher, 3-page, front and back. There's a lot of information in here. A lot of stuff can help. Heartburn, eye pain, headaches, chronic pain, back pain. You've got cluster headaches, dental and mouth pain, abdomen pain, skin pain. And you go to skeletal system. You can literally point. You take a book like this, you put all these in one binder, and then you go into the doctor, and you can go, hey doctor, I'm feeling pain right here. not on the muscle, not anywhere else, right here on the bone. And the doctor gets a better idea of what's going on. You've got the anatomy books. You can actually tell them and show them exactly where the pain is, where you're feeling it, what muscle group it is. You have everything. Eye pain, skin pain, ear pain. You can, if you have a earache, you can tell them exactly where in the ear you're feeling the pain. The muscular system, front, back, you can tell exactly where. Say, like my neighbor broke her foot. She couldn't tell because the doctor said, you broke this specific bone. And I said, okay, here's your book. Here's the book. This is the bone you broke. It broke right here. And she was able to understand that because pictures and being able to explain and point to the actual thing under the skin. Because if I go, I'm having shoulder pain right here, you don't know if I'm talking about the skin, the muscle, the tendons, the bone, the joint. You don't know. You can't tell. This is the joints and ligaments. You can tell and show the doctor what ligament is hurting. This is the circulatory system. Blood pumping, everything. Doctor can literally look at this and go, hey, yeah, this blood here, right here, you have something right here, it's pinched, there's a cholesterol cluster right there. These things are worth it. I mean, yeah, they're like $5, $6 each, but you get these books, you get these little pamphlets, and you can actually do a lot of good with them. In-house, out-of-house, put them in a first aid kit, keep it with a medical bag, and then you have your first aid information here. I've got another one of these first aid things, but it's more in-depth than this. It's much thicker, and then I have full first aid manual, medical manual, a book that teaches how to do emergency surgery and stuff. That all goes with my medical bag and the EMS bag when I go places, because you never know. I mean, shit. I could go out to my property and there'd be some kind of apocalyptic event. It's good to have it. It's good to have that knowledge. But yeah, quick study academic. These are freaking amazing, and these are through a company called Bar Charts Inc. I don't know if you'll be able to see it up there. Yeah, right there. Bar Charts Inc. Get them on Amazon. They're freaking fantastic. But yeah, stay healthy, stay alive. Have a good one.